Klezmer is a combination of two Hebrew words, and together they mean vessels of song. It refers to the musicians. Each of us is a klezmer. Together, the five of us are klezmorim. And the music that klezmorim play has come to be called klezmer music, but once upon a time there was no such thing. Klezmorim played music. Or sometimes they would say, we're playing the freilachs. And so the music, as David said, the music that klezmorim play comes from, for the most part, from Eastern Europe, and from the 19th century and the early 20th century in Eastern Europe. Got transplanted to America at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century, about the time that many of our grandparents arrived here from Eastern Europe. Took hold in New York and in Philadelphia. We're kind of the two major centers of klezmer music in the early part of the 20th century and into the middle of the 20th century. And then there was a break as the old klezmorim died out for the most part, and the younger people didn't want that played at their bar mitzvahs anymore. And there was a klezmer revival beginning in New York and in Boston and also Philadelphia in the latter part of the 20th century. And the next piece of music that we're going to play comes from that part. I forgot to say that the first piece we played was called Nacht in Gan Eden, The Night in the Garden of Eden. And I know nothing about it. To me, it sounds like a freilach. And a freilach is one of the forms of dance music. We'll be playing a bunch of them tonight. Most of the freilachs are known by numbers, so there's freilach 10, which we're going to play, and we'll play freilach 17 in a minute. And those are the numbers that they had in the fake books that the guys who didn't really know the music used. So the next piece is by a fellow named Andy Statman, who was one of the leading lights of the klezmer revival, and it's called the Flatbush Waltz, and so it's a relatively recent composition. Not quite sure exactly how old, maybe 20, 30 years old. And then after that, we'll play freilach number 17.